This playthrough is rated M for mature.
Greetings and salutations, viewers. Vauldemare back with another episode of Our World Has Ended. In the last episode, some horrible things happened. We were all killed by Deguchi-san, and then we saw a flashback to Reina-san and her life before she died. Is this truly the end for us? What more is left? Are we restarting? Well, let's see what happens next. ... Surrounded by a world of darkness, I'm unable to comprehend what's going on. Are you awake, Reiji-kun? I hear someone gently call out to me. The voice is familiar. You can take off your goggles now. Just as I'm told, I remove the NWG. You're... the professor! I forgot what voice I gave her now. It's been a while, Reiji-kun. Still in a daze, I see her smile at me. Shizuko Ichinose-san, the lady I met in college when I went there with Tatiana. Why is she here? Completely confused, I look around. I'm in the familiar meeting space at the Judgement 7 office. I look at the clock on the wall and see that it's 2:55 p.m. About an hour has passed since we dived into the virtual world. What happened in there suddenly comes back to me as a flashback. Taguchi's assassin, Shaw, is dead. However, I'm completely unhurt. I'm not the only one. The other members don't have a wound on them either. Where are they then? The table and ceiling alike are clean. There isn't a single spot of blood I saw in the virtual world. As I become puzzled, the other members are wake up too. Huh? I was Shaw, wasn't I? Is this heaven? It has to be. I'm a good girl, so I never go to hell. But heaven looks just like Judgment 7's base. What a disappointment. I was expecting Pretty Boy Paradise or something. Ugh. Asano, looks like you're sinful even in death. What the hell? Asano-san and Natsumi-san turn antagonistic the same way they usually do. I see, so we're really dead. Sorry, guys. Asano-san looks crushed. Come on, Aruka, calm down. Looks like we're still alive. Right? Right, Yuko-kun? Of course, this isn't heaven, hell, or some pretty boy paradise. It's the Judgment 7 in the real world. Really? Yes, don't worry. None of you are dead. Oh? To make Aruka-san feel at ease, Yoko-san gives him a gentle smile. But there's an angel right in front of me. A woman this beautiful can't exist in the real world. In fact, beauty and refinement at this level can only belong to a goddess of beauty. That means it must be the paradise of Ro. In a daze, Aruka-san stares at Yoko-san. Well, her gentle smile is definitely angelic, but I'd say he's taken it a bit too far. Oh my, what a nice thing to say, but this is... I see, so I finally arrived at the legendary Robo. The fact that I'm dead leaves me conflicted. I'm sorry, but this isn't some Robo you're talking about. Can you wake up already? I want to explain, so I'd be grateful if you stayed quiet. The goddess of beauty, aka Yoko-san, looks at us all with a serious expression. Let's begin with the introductions. I'm Yoko Ichinose, Reina's sister. I knew it. After they started mentioning sister, and we've seen another female character at some point, I was like, oh, she's got to be her sister. I didn't want to say anything, but, you know, it's like, you know, the same thing with Deguchi-san. Like, when you find out a mystery and you only have so many people, you kind of start putting things together, you know, that type of thing. You're Ichire's sister? We can't hide our surprise. I really didn't expect her to be Reina's sister. I didn't know of Reina-san when I met Yoko-san at college, so I didn't realize it at all, even though they have the same last name. However, the gentle yet faint smile I saw on her, I thought that was somewhat familiar, and that was probably because she looked a bit like Girl A, Reina-san. I did hear that Ichire had a sister. Well, you definitely have a similar aura. Wait, that we're really alive? This isn't heaven? It's pretty clear that we are. Also, when you think about it, Asano's too sinful to go to heaven. Natsume, can you just stop saying those comments? I mean, you're not the type to go to heaven either, are you? Well, she does call herself the Angel of Darkness, so... I'm the Angel of Dark Angel of Chaos. Heaven or hell, neither mean anything to me. I'm a solitary existence that belongs to neither. Oh, I see. So you're a loner even death, huh? Oh my, how sad. I might actually feel sympathy. What? You're not saying any better in that regard. You solo karaoke heaven? Ah, that'd be great. As long as I'm there, as long as it's karaoke, I might go in heaven or hell. Sasan, your karaoke hero already exists here in the real world. You won't catch me saying that, though. I'd probably end up the one sent to hell.
Ah, then I'd love to go get shaved ice hell. Or maybe a panda hell. What do you think is better, Reiji-kun?
Does it have to be hell? Why not make a shaved ice heaven or a panda heaven?
But hell sounds more powerful. Shaved ice heaven is kind of weak, don't you think?
She actually makes a serious expression. I guess that's a show that we're all back. That shows that we're all back to normal.
Can I finally start talking?
Nope. Yoko-san interrupts our conversation.
Wait, it's very important for us to know whether we're in heaven or hell. Alright, I get it. I'll test it right now.
The moment she says that, she kicks my shin. Ow! Tatiana, what the hell? The pain makes me jump, and she looks at me satisfied.
Reiji's hurting. That means that it's not heaven. It's the real world.
That's for dreams, damn it. And you're supposed to pinch your own cheek. Are you really a world-famous intellect? Whatever the case, upon seeing my reaction, the skeptical members finally accept they're following the real world. I don't like it one bit, but I accept it as a necessary pain.
But that's weird. We've been shot, right? Why are we all okay?
I see how it is. I understand it completely. Having realized that he's alive, Haruka-san, who's been wearing a distant expression up until now, snaps back to reality. He cracks a shady grin, and we all look at him.
Well, it looks like we're more required a power to suppress death itself. It's called reincarnation.
We ignore him.
Or perhaps we've moved to a parallel world but we're still alive. I'd call it change the parallel.
We ignore him again. I want to comment, but I know it'll just make things worse. The lack of reaction makes Haruka-san look a bit lonely. Suddenly, a totally unexpected person enters the room.
Hey, are you all awake yet?
Miyabi-san!
Wow, a ghost! You were shot, weren't you? Why did you come back to life? Are you a zombie? What the hell? That's so rude. As you can see, that's not a scratch on me, and I'm not some walking corpse.
We saw Miyabi-Nabi-san get shot dead too, but she looks completely fine. What's going on here? We were shot, weren't we? Why are we all unharmed?
Yeah, what was up with that clip on the monitor on the virtual world? Huh? You're still asking? You're still asking that? You're not supposed to just believe everything you see there, you know. It's like the internet.
True. You can't believe everything on the internet despite people's intentions. As we all stand there at peak confusion, Miyabi-san says that as if it's no big deal.
I thought Yuko would have told you everything by now, but it looks like she didn't.
Because we won't let her.
Well, I tried, but they don't really listen.
Yoko-san seems annoyed.
Oh well, this is Judgment 7 after all.
Miyabi-san grins wryly. It's true that we weren't listening, but I can't really blame them considering the situation.
So, Miyabi-san, what happened to Guruchi? I cuffed him to the table so he won't be going anywhere even if he wakes up. The IH staff should be here to collect him soon. I see. You might be able to get some info out of him. Well, I'd like to hope so, considering the situation. Anyway, it's time to explain everything to you all.
Once she has our attention, she starts speaking.
That clip you saw of you getting shot, it's all fake. Anyway, that's it.
What? No. How tidy? Too tidy even. We already knew that wasn't real when we came back and found ourselves unhurt. That's it? Come on, that's way too short. Still, we don't know what's going on.
That's really it. We just showed you a clip and we prepared in advance. We made, wasn't it? Did we really surprise you?
Nah. The game was too comedic like to be that dark. You know, I said that in the previous episode, but I was like, nah, I feel like something's off here, you know. Especially the blood that they used.
Did we surprise you?
Yeah, no, I'm not feeling grateful for that one. I mean, I was scared to death, pun intended. Surprise us? Are you kidding me? We really thought we were dead.
Come on, don't be like that. It's part of an operation to expose Taguchi. The three of us have been working hard on it for a while, and it's pretty detailed. Honestly, I'm kind of surprised that went so well. Hey, do you know each other? Yes, we do. I was part of Reiki North as a normal researcher without any relation to Lab 13, though.
Oh yeah, she said that back when we met her in college. She used to work in Reiki North as a simple researcher.
Reina was at Reiki North, helping us uncover the mechanisms behind people's memories. The research involved the Akashic system, and I was part of it as a neuroscientist. Though that was just the official face of the research. Lab 13 was actually secretly using it for something else entirely. After I found out and was dismissed from Rika North, I met Miyabi-san while investigating Akashic and Lab 13 independently. Though she first thought that I was part of Lab 13 myself. Ha ha ha, I mean you're an ex-Rika North researcher who's involved with Akashic. And you're Raiken Ichiro's real sister. So I had to suspect you, just in case. You know, ha 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 ha.
Miyabi-san laughs it off in a way you'd never expect from an adult. Well, she is the one who suspected us being cyber terrorists.
Whatever the case, after all, Miyabi-san and I teamed up to investigate Raiken North, Akashic, and Lab 13.
I understand Miss Miyabi doing it, considering she's DIH. Why did you decide to get involved with Lab 13? Miss Yoko, honestly, that sounds really dangerous.
It is, and I know that well, but, well, Lab 13 tried to misuse Reina's memories. No, Reina herself. And I can't just sit by and watch as they do that. And as her sister, I can't allow them to defile her soul. It's unacceptable. Unacceptable! Honestly, I'm a hopeless sister who couldn't do a lot for her, but even I know that much.
I see, that makes sense.
And while we investigated Lab 13, we realized that Guduchi was acting strangely, so we started investigating him as well. And that's how we realized that he planned to salvage Reina's virtual personality data and assassinate both Miyabi-san and Judgement 7. That's why we made a plan to lure him out with fake assassinations, ensuring that Miyabi-san could return to the real world first and arrest him. Ah, by the way, DIH took care of the real assassin Deguchi hired, so you were never in any real danger. But wait, when did the clip show us getting shot? We started disappearing in the virtual world. What's up with that?
Yoko-san responds to her question as if it's no big deal.
It's simple. We just disconnected you one by one. It's timing it with murders to make it look like you really died in the real world.
I see, but by the way, Miyabi-kun, you said the three of us, right? Awara-san speaks up after a decent while of silence. I don't think it's possible for you two to project false clips in the virtual world and then disconnect each of us with such good timing. Someone else worked with you, right? Someone who can influence the Akashic system? His tone implies that he knows exactly who that is.
Yeah, exactly. I was worried that I wouldn't be able to hide it from you, and it looked like that was true.
Yoko-san gives up and shakes her head.
The other person who helped us is none other than Reina herself. Reiji. Ichire. Yet, Reina was part of the plan, but who? I was part of the project to digitalize Reina's memories, so I secretly created a special line that let me connect her within Akashic. Of course, that required passing Lab 13's ultra strict secret security, so it's not like I can contact her whenever I want to.
What a shocking reveal! The fact that Reina-san herself was part of the plot makes it hard to tell what I actually believe. Man, you guys are cool people.
What the hell? So it was all just some stupid play? We actually thought we were dying, damn it! Did you have any idea how scary that was? Seriously, I cried so much I lost lots of water and salt. Make it up to me with the Gaji-kun.
That's enough for you, but that won't give you back any salt, right? Agreed. If you informed us ahead of time, it would have made a much more dynamic show. What a shame. Honestly, not telling him a word was the right course of action. He's probably just making some weird noises and acting all suspicious, so Deguchi would have just realized that something was up.
I feel really bad for tricking you like this. I'm really sorry, but honestly, I couldn't expect proper acting from you.
She apologized while at the same time saying something kind of rude.
But that's exactly why the whole thing was so surrealistic. The final scene with Reiji and Natsumi was especially good. I even say it deserved an Academy Award.
Ho ho ho! Now that is intriguing. What did they do? Awara-san grins and asks,
Want to see it? I recorded it all as an important evidence. I'll be happy to share it.
Ah, please do!
Stop it! Delete it! I don't want to forget it ever happened.
Natsumi-san turns bright red. Yeah, and if that's important, just don't go around. If it's that important, don't just go around leaking it. Unable to bear it, I shout too. I won't ever, ever, ever. I'll never forgive you. The phrase is just too embarrassing. I don't want anyone to hear it. Your strong refusal makes me all the more intrigued.
Not with you there. What the hell were you two talking about?
Asana-san doesn't seem pleased.
Great. Did you two kiss or something? I've never seen stuff like that in the movie. I've seen stuff like that in the movies. Wow, Nachan, you're so bold.
I never do I'd never do that. Do you seriously think you would kiss in that situation? I couldn't do that even if I wanted to. Oh ho ho! It's like you're saying that you do that in other situations. How intriguing! Before I realize it, Owari-san is standing behind me, while Asano-san is standing behind Natsumi-san. Both of them then restrain us. Alright, Miyubi-kun, use that PC right there to show us the data.
Okay, leave it to me. Stop! Kill me instead!
Stop it! Kill me instead! At the moment Natsumi-san and I shout that, the phone in Miyabi-san's pocket starts to ring.
Oh, come on. Why now of all times?
Despite her complaining, she answers the call.
Hello?
Her expression instantly changes.
What?
She has some sort of serious conversation going on the other side, then hangs up.
What happened, Miyabi-san? Well, this is actually classified, but apparently Deguchi committed suicide. He saw a chance while being transported and took it.
Ah, well, it didn't go through trial or anything, just finished off. Man, must have really just didn't care about just getting caught or something. Or, we all lose our words. Naturally, the lively atmosphere is instantly subdued.
We lost the best sorts of info we had. Man, there's so many things we had to ask him.
Miyabi-san stamps her foot in frustration. They forgot all about my and Natsumi's embarrassing conversation, but I can't be glad about it in this situation.
Looks like I'm in for a lot of work. I got to meet up with the others at DIH and talk about what we should do next. Not to mention that I have to give the idiot who gave Deguchi a chance to pull that a good kicking.
Miyabi-san turns to us.
Alright, I'll be going now. Thanks for all your cooperation. However,
she gives us all a grim look.
I'm sure you understand it by now, but this is a matter for mere game devs. Forget all about the Koshik and the virtual world, and just go back to making games. Got it?
Won't you be targeted by Lab 13's people again?
I doubt it.
Yoko-san seems confident.
All Lab 13 wanted from Judgment 7 were his virtual personality data in your server. Now that they have it again, Judgment 7 is no use to them. Deguchi was the only one who identified whose identity you found out, so I doubt you'll try to silence you now that he's gone. Killing you was his idea, not Lab 13's, and now that he committed suicide, I'd say you're completely safe. Lab 13 isn't stupid enough to harm you and make things worse.
Suddenly, a certain possibility comes to mind. Wait a second. Rina Ichirosa-san was part of this plan too, right? That means that she knew that her virtual personality data would be salvaged by Lab 13, right?
Yeah, she did.
But why did she agree to that? I mean, she's the one who was more afraid of the data being misused than anyone else. That's why she said in her memory world I saw before I woke up, she was scared that after she died, Lab 13 would use her memory data for evil, and that's why she let the data escape.
Reiji-kun, how do you know that?
Yoko-san seems surprised. After a moment of thought, she looks down sadly.
Yes, it's true that Reina was afraid of her memories being used for evil. It scared her more than anything else. That's why she hid a part of her data in Judgment 7's server, since she knew that there was no safer place than here.
Well, Sakai Security is as great as the Pentagon's. There's no place better to hide your data. It makes sense that Ichirei would pick it. As far as I know, the Pentagon actually doesn't have that great of security. It's good, but not that great. Apparently, at least how my government treats our internet security anyway. Well, unless that's no. Anyway.
Yes, it was perfectly safe until they realized the data was here, but a few coincidences led them to find out about it. When Lab 13 found out about that important data they've been looking for is in this office, keeping it here became far too risky. It became even more dangerous.
Exactly, because
the security is perfect. But why? Shouldn't that make it safe?
I see. I get it. Owari-san is the only one among us nodding.
If your security was on the same level as the normal game companies, Lab 13 could just hack it and take the data without anyone realizing it. But your security is just too good. Accessing your server from the outside is completely impossible. That's why there was only one thing they could do. What do you mean? What? They didn't just give up? Hey, Owari-kun, what would you do if someone pointed a gun at Asano-san's head and told you to give your data to them? Me?
That'd be conflicting. If the data they wanted was my secret treasure stash, then I feel bad for Asano, but...
Just don't let me die, you perf. I don't want to die for your damn porn, even if it kills me. They'd do anything to get what they want. If you're the only one who can give them the data they won't hesitate to kill other people to blackmail you into doing it. Eh? Oh no! Everyone except Sakai-san would be killed?
Well, in that situation, they killed me the moment they had the data. A heavy silence fills the room.
You understand why I'm telling you it's dangerous. That's why for this plan to work, it was necessary to give the virtual data back to Lab 13. To make them think that we were no use anymore. Exactly. If you continue to keep the data, Lab 13 would have done something drastic. That's why it was dangerous to make you lose it before that happened. Reina, virtual personality herself wanted this to happen. Too, she didn't want to involve you in this anymore. Yet, Reina tried to protect us. Ichirei.
As the mood turns a bit sad, Tatiana raises her voice.
Yoko, you knew about the virtual world and Akashic. Yes, I did.
Yoko-san nods.
But I've been in Rocky North for so long and I never heard about it.
Of course I was about to do a weird voice there.
Of course you would. The Akashic project officially ended years ago. Akashic is basically a supercomputer. Its giant next-generation function until that has immense processing power, and Rocky North has been working on it for a long time. It's a neurocomputer with a giant CPU based on the human brain. In other words, an MBA, machine brain architecture. Its existence has just not been announced, and in Riken North it's just another subject of research that has nothing to do with any secret organizations, like Lab 13. MBA, I heard of it. Oh, it's the big head.
The big head?
Yeah, Papa told me about it once. He said that they're making a big computer that works like a human head. It didn't make sense to me, so I just called it Big Head.
What, are you from Rocco's Modern Life or something? Well, I guess I can't blame her for not connecting that in Akashic.
But Big Head is just a research project that's nothing to do with Lab 13, right? I mean, even I knew about it. Exactly. Back when I was still in Riken North, I was doing research that involved Akashic along with Dr. Yuri. The research was called the DSD project, where DSD stands for Digitalized Social Duplication. Basically, it was a project to create data copies of people's personalities and memories. Some researchers called it soul copying, but basically it was research focused on converting people's memories into digital data. Such things were attempted in other research institutes, so that didn't make it all that special. But anyway, my sister, Reina Ichinose, was chosen as a test subject. She had a perfect memory, so she's perfect for research focused on trying to find out the workings behind memories. That's why since she was 12, she was moved to the hospital associated with Riken North and helped with the DSD project. After I left the college, I joined Riken North and we were reunited again. The DSD project's final goal was to get someone to live in a virtual space made of memories, as a virtual personality rebuilt from data. And because Rihanna wanted that so much, the test space ended being Asakusa. Even if it was virtual, she wanted to share a world with you, her friends. I had no idea that Riken North was doing something like that, and I had no idea that Rihanna was so close to me.
Well, seems like our good Judgment 7 is alive and well and kicking, but Reina's soul is quote unquote, is trapped within Lab 13, and we're getting the explanation and exposition part of the game. Were we gonna just leave it at that, stay as is, or do we have a plan in mind? Find out next time in the next episode of Our World Is Ended. Thanks for watching, hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you next time.